What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jason. I'm here letting you guys look at my new Hobao or Hobao Hyper TT, whatever you want to call it. Some of it you still call it Alphna, some people call it Hobao, but I call it the Hobao Hyper TT. And this is my on-road speed application. As you can see, I have the GRP tires on here. These are the S3s. All right, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go through the electronics and some of the add-ons that I put on this vehicle that allows me to get, good speed and keeps the car from wheeling when you get up to speed, because that was a real problem when you get this car out of the box. The first thing that I did was this particular wing here. It had another wing here that was kind of angled up that gave you downforce. And for people that do off-road, that's good for controlling the buggy in the air. But if you want to do on-road, it really causes the vehicle to wheelie once it gets up to speed. So one of the things that you will need to do if you want to do on-road high-speed runs is to cut out that middle wing, and then you shouldn't have to worry about it wheeling when you're going up to speed. And another thing I did is, and you probably won't be able to see, it comes with droop screws. Let me see if I can get in here and let you see that. Well, you really can't see it, but those of you that know buggies and everything, most buggies come with droop screws, and the droop screws that came with it were a little short, and it didn't allow me to get it as low to the ground as I wanted. So what I did is I ordered, I think they're M4 by 12 millimeter droop screws, and they're longer, and so you have more thread to actually screw down and get the car lower. And now it's pretty much slammed. It's a little less than an inch off of the ground, and it's slammed. It's not going anywhere. It's not going any lower. It's tight. And another thing that I did for speed runs is I used the Traxxas Rustler or traxxas. I think Stampede uses these as well. These are the progressive springs, the blue rate. I think this is the hardest rate that they have. And I just replaced the stock springs with these. And I got them on the front and on the rear. So they're a lot stiffer than stock, and so it allows you to have a stiffer ride, which is really what you need when you're doing speed runs. You kind of want it to be as stiff as possible so you don't have a lot of up and down motion, which can take away from your top speed. Okay, let's see what else. I added this plate here. It's an aluminum plate from Hitec, and originally it comes with a plastic plate. But the thing with that plate, if you wreck right here, it's easy for this A-arm and the linkage there to the shock tower to rip out of the plastic. So I think this is a pretty needed upgrade. And I also upgraded to the Hitec. And I'm sorry about the light, people, but these are the Hitec, I guess you would call them turnbuckles. And they're stainless steel. The other ones were plastic and they were real flimsy and easy to break, so I replaced those. And I also replaced the rear hubs with Hitec hubs here, and these are stainless steel as well. And to lock on my GRP tires, I used Hot Racing 17 millimeter hex adapters. So that allowed me to get these GRPs on, and Another thing that when you're going at top speeds, you want to kind of make this as protected as you can. So what I did is I added the T-bone front bumper and the T-bone rear bumper for the Hyper TT. Okay, what else? Let's see. Okay, the electronics. Let me flip it around this way. For the electronics, I have, this is a Poseidon 2650 kV motor. It's perfect for this application. It's not too long, but it still gives you a lot of torque and a lot of speed. And the pinion that I'm running is I think this is a 26 tooth Techno Model 1 pinion. And I have the stock metal pinion that it comes with. Haven't had any, I've had a lot of problems trying to find smaller spurs for this vehicle. Hopefully they'll start making some more, but right now that's all that you can get. Also, I have the Hitec HS645MG Metal Gear Servo. This is not the digital one, this is the analog one. And also I have the Dynamite 130 amp ESC. This is a 1/8 scale ESC, and it's rated for 2 to 4S. And I have the Spektrum SR13. I'm sorry, excuse me. SR30. Sorry again, y'all. SR310. I have the SR310 receiver. And it's mounted to, and I don't have that in the picture here, to a DX4C transmitter. Let's see what else we have here. That's pretty much it. Oh, one other thing that I did is when you first get this vehicle. Well, yeah, let me just talk about some of the other like maintenance things you have to do to this vehicle to get it to run right, because out of the box, this vehicle is a beast. It's almost uncontrollable because in the center diff and the front and rear diffs, they only had grease, and that grease is real inconsistent. So whenever you would put it on the gas, it would just go squirrely in all different directions with no control, and it really made it hard to drive. So what I did is, in the center diff here, I actually put in 15,000 weight diff oil, and in the front and the rear, I put 10,000 weight diff oil, and it runs like a dream with that combination of diff oils in the front, rear, and center. And another thing about this, when you first get it out the box, with it being such a small car with a short wheelbase and with so much weight kind of up high, when first out of the box with the stock springs and everything, when you would get up to speed, it had a lot of movement back and forth. So when you would hit the throttle, this would sink down to the ground and kind of pop the car up. And then when you would hit the brake hard, the whole car would actually almost hit the ground and flip over. So what I did is, and I talked about this earlier, is that's why I got those extra long droop screws, so it won't be hardly any movement. So when you brake, it won't brake to the point where you almost flip forward. And another thing that I did was these actual shocks, so that helps it to be stiff, so that when you do brake or that when you do accelerate, this won't sag all the way down. The droop screws actually keeps it from doing that, and then it allows it to drive a lot smoother than out of the box. Actually 100% smoother. This thing is I love it, man. This is a great vehicle. This is probably right now, and I don't have that many. I only have, I think, 4 vehicles, and this one is probably my favorite right now. So that's pretty much it. And another thing that I did is this wing here is adjustable. it's adjustable here, and see, you can move it up and down. And so I moved it back this way to kind of angle up this way, and that'll give you less downforce and will help you with your speed runs. If you do it the other way, it really won't affect it negatively, really. You still can keep it on the ground, but this just gives you better aerodynamics for speed runs. And let's see, well, I guess what I'll do is I'll just give you a tour of it again and let you see everything I got in it. Let me try to get some better lighting so that you can kind of see what I'm working with here. And sorry for being so disorganized. This is only my second video, but I'm getting it together. So hopefully you guys like this video, but let me just kind of go over the vehicle and show you what's in it and everything. And here also, when you get it, the actual battery tray, it has a wall here, you know, that goes all the way across, but it's so narrow you can't really get big batteries in it. But so I just cut that wall off, and so I can pretty much fit any size battery I would like. Have to be careful if I use a real wide battery though, and the body won't sit on the car correctly. So, but it still gives you a lot more options when it comes to battery sizes and so forth. And just going around here, yeah, man, this is a great little vehicle. Now you have to do some stuff like the things I talked about earlier, you know, to make it, you know, be the best car it can be, you know. But it's a great car, and it's pretty much all aluminum. And oh, another thing is I added the aluminum body braces. The rear one is here. You can see that. Come on, camera. And then the other one is here. Got those on there. And I also have the aluminum motor mount here. At stock, it's actually plastic, so I replaced that. And YouTube, I think that's it. I think is it. I haven't timed it yet because got that cheap Sky RC GPS, and man, it just doesn't record correctly. So I'm waiting on trying to get one of those Dynamite or Big 5 GPS loggers, and I'll let you know. But from what I could judge just from the eye, right now it's just probably going maybe 55, maybe 60 miles an hour, maybe. And don't quote me on that, but hopefully I'll be able to get one of those and time it and film it and let you guys see. Well, this is my baby right here. I just wanted you guys to look at it. I see that the Hyper TT is becoming more popular. I know it had been discontinued for a while when it was under the Offner name, but it seems like they have improved it, and a lot of people are actually have parts for this now. I wouldn't say a lot, but you can get parts from a lot of places: eBay, Nitro House, Integy. There's a lot of places that sell parts for this and the Hyper 10 SC. So hope you like, and I hope you guys have a great evening, and y'all take it easy.